And here again is Charles Osgood.
From its debut in 1997, the animated series South Park has been winning the adoration of America's youth, not to mention the wrath of some outraged parents. After 8 years, the program is almost as old as its amazingly foul-mouthed child characters. And Serena Altschul tells us, more popular than ever.
First, fair warning. If you're easily offended, stop watching. Is there anything that's just you won't touch? Anything that you just set aside, like we just won't go there?
No.
The four-letter words are still there.
And they told us to go ourselves.
So are the racial slurs.
What do you want from me? I want your jugos.
But it's the razor-sharp political satire that gives it a growing cult following among adults. Like the Catholic Church sex scandal.
If things continue this way, we'll never be able to have sex with young boys again.
Stem cell research.
All right, Chris, the whole world is waiting. Why don't you show us what stem cell research has done for you? Amazing. Isn't that amazing, folks?
And most famous,
Will he ever recover?
I'm afraid no.
their take on the Terry Schiavo case, broadcast less than 12 hours before she died.
But his soul is still in here. Almost trapped in here, if you will. Kenny is the same as he ever was. It's just that now he's more like a tomato.
The show won an Emmy.
Our mantra and our operating kind of theory is that if
You make fun of something, you have to make fun of everything.
you have to make fun of everything.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker are South Park's masterminds.
As soon as something's off limits, then you've made that judgment call that puts some things out of bounds. And so for us, it's been just, you know, do everything. So the only things we haven't done is Nation of Islam and Scientology.
No longer true. 3 weeks ago, Scientology got savaged.
The cruisers then took the frozen alien bodies to our planet, Earth. Elron? Elron!
Tom Cruise, the religion's brightest star, landed the worst role of his career.
What's going on?
Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet.
What?
Just leave me alone!
Even ex-wife Nicole Kidman had a cameo.
I'm not going to think any differently of you. Katie's not going to think any differently of you. You don't need to be in that closet anymore, Tom.
Everything is funny to us. You know what I mean? And it's just people who have no sense of humor don't understand. They think that if you're making fun of something, if you're making a joke about something, it means you don't care about it. It means you don't think about it. It means,
Right.
you know, and in fact, you have to think about it a lot in order to make fun of it.
Johnny, gotta come out of class. Oh my God.
During production, Parker and Stone create a new episode every week, from first idea to final cut.
Then John Travolta coming now. John Travolta in the closet too.
The show airs on Comedy Central, owned by Viacom, as is CBS.
But I was going to say the stoners could be after them. I mean, the stoners.
It all starts around this table with a brainstorming meeting.
The point I'm saying is the boys should, like, steal it.
Parker writes every single word of every line.
What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about rocket ships.
Then with Stone, they voice most of the characters. Despite what you think, making comedy isn't all fun. I see you're self-medicating with Dayquil.
No, this is great. This is great, actually, because, you know, I haven't been in here since Tuesday nights are our horrible nights, right? Where we're here till 10 in the morning, and we always think we're never going to make the show. So it's always Vicks Dayquil that I'm seriously chugging, not because I'm sick, but because it keeps you awake.
Very large beaver dam, Dad.
And the pressure is now greater than ever. Because more and more viewers expect the show to be not just cute, but cutting edge.
Oh, dude.
We had our first show on the air in October this year, and everyone pretty much was like, what are you guys going to do about Hurricane Katrina?
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had to do, we felt for the first time we had to do a Hurricane Katrina show, and it was kind of a bummer. It wasn't a near as enjoyable experience as being kind of like the unexpectedness of it.
Hello?
And we ended up doing something, I think it turned out really good.
We'd like to be rescued, please.
But it wasn't as fun as it would be without that expectation.
Earlier
Earlier today, a break in the beaver dam which protected the town broke open, trapping people in their houses and destroying their lives.
The Katrina show goes after several targets, including TV reporters.
We're not sure what exactly is going on inside the town of Beaverton, Tom, but we're reporting that there's looting, raping, and yes, even acts of cannibalism. My God, you've actually seen people looting, raping, and eating each other. No, we haven't actually seen it, Tom. We're just reporting it.
And environmentalists get lampooned for turning an accident into their cause.
And if global warming has in fact already caused the Beaverton flood, then this is only the beginning. Oh, Jesus! Here it comes! Global warming!
Now, a lot of the themes of the show are surprisingly right of center, and some conservatives have picked up on that.
Brian Anderson is author of South Park Conservatives.
What makes them different, and this is why I think a lot of conservatives do like South Park, is that they don't just go after the right, as topical comedy has done for decades. They also make fun of liberals and liberal positions, and do so with particular venom.
Do you like sticking it to the conservatives or the liberals better?
Lately,
Liberals are more fun to
literally liberals, because it's just like when you stick it to someone and they laugh, or they're expecting it. But liberals are looking more fun now because there's like, hey,
liberals get so mad.
Joke on us. Don't joke on us. Yeah. Joke's not on us.
Cool.
You know,
that's when you get Sean Penn going, how dare you?
I'm Barbara Streisand. So?
Hollywood actors taking political positions get roasted regularly.
So I'm a very famous and very important individual.
We will persuade everyone to drive hybrid cars and stop smoking.
In their feature film called Team America, made with puppets, a whole cast of celebrities is ridiculed.
As actors, it is our responsibility to read the newspapers and then say what we read on television like it's our own opinion.
Sean Penn gave the movie 0 stars.
The only person that's ever told us we shouldn't have the freedom of speech is Sean Penn.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he wrote the letter saying, you shouldn't say this. You should not be saying this because there's an election coming up. His letter was basically saying, how dare you put this movie out and say these things when it could get George Bush reelected? It's like, well, what if we want George Bush to be reelected? You know, or what? And who cares? You're Sean Penn.
Frosty killed Kitty, dude.
Stone and Parker have been disrespectful from the beginning when they met as undergraduates at the University of Colorado. Their first animated project,
a little short called The Spirit of Christmas, that had little boys with Frosty the Snowman coming to life and trying to kill them.
The South Park studio is now in Los Angeles, where the small staff is filled with old friends.
About 3 days to finish a script for us, for our department.
For the whole script?
Yeah.
Adrian Beard supervises the art department. He's also the voice of South Park's only black kid, named Token.
How do you know? None of us have ever had any drugs before.
It's such a fun job.
Right.
Like we were joking the other day that in high school, I'd get busted for doing what I'm doing right now.
Right.
And I'd get sent to the office for making fun of Tom Cruise or making fun of the teacher. But now you're getting paid to do it.
I now pronounce you man and man.
And making fun of it best describes the true politics of South Park, the team, and its two creators. If it's funny, it's fair game.
We're very middle of the road, middle ground people.
So it was just that no one can figure out, there is a disconnect between how do you do something that's counterculture and also not exclusively liberal. And people just can't figure it out. Their brains just short out.
The last show of the season is this Wednesday. Matt Stone and Trey Parker are already contracted to do 3 more years.
When people were saying, oh, now you guys should move on, leave South Park, let other people run it. Now you guys go create other shows, and we were like, why would we leave this show where we can do absolutely whatever we want and nobody messes with us?